My name is Beth Turco, and I'm the director of the Suzuki Talent Education Program at MacPhail. Suzuki approach is based on the principles of language learning, and it's often called the mother tongue approach. Of course, children learn their language from age 0, really, with their environment. So we're starting these kids really young and counting on the environment at home, like creating a musical environment at home. So then at first, students learn to play the instrument by ear. They're copying what they heard at home, and their parent is helping them follow through with small steps that they learned in the lessons. So they're not really using the note reading approach at first because, of course, they're kind of too young to do the visual aspect of it. So the beginning is quite different than traditional instruction in that they're learning more by ear, mastering tone technique at the beginning, and then we introduce note reading later when it's appropriate. Perhaps when they're reading words at school, that would be the time we introduce that. Well, we offer instrument lessons for students from as early as age 3 through high school, and we offer lessons on violin, viola, cello, piano, harp, guitar, and flute. Parents play a really important role in the development of their child's musical education. When students enter Suzuki, they're kind of entering a collaborative learning experience with their parent and with the teacher. We have what's called the Suzuki Triangle, which is basically student, parent, and teacher kind of all contributing and having different jobs to do and learning together so that they successfully complete this Suzuki training on the instrument. We have a comprehensive program that has several components. The core component, of course, is individual weekly lessons on the instrument with your teacher, but there's also regular group classes that meet for each instrument, lots of recitals, and other special events. Well, the general philosophy is that we're developing the whole child through using instrument learning as the tool. We also believe that in Suzuki's premise that every child can, meaning that every child can learn to play a music instrument just like every child can learn to speak their native language. Of course, we have to customize this to each child, and the teachers know how to break down the steps into really small, manageable steps so that even considering different learning styles of students or different paces of learning, that they're all able to successfully master the basics of playing an instrument. Well, our students enter Suzuki when they're quite young, so it's ages 3 to 7 generally that they enter the program because the beginning is geared for small children. But we do continue their education through the high school years. So our teachers are, of course, trained at the beginning level, which is quite different than maybe a traditional approach because the children are quite young and their parents need to help them. But teachers are also trained to take them through the advanced repertoire, so they are able to go all the way through high school with their music education. Well, from studying music, I think, especially in Suzuki, they learn incredible focus at the beginning, and our beginning lessons sometimes are just building their concentration. So that kind of transfers into their school and their other activities. They also learn a lot of self-discipline because there's a regular aspect of practicing every day, and so those kinds of skills, of course, transfer to other parts of their lives. I think they're really good at memorizing things because they play by ear at first, and performing. They perform so much that a lot of our students find that memorizing things for school or presenting things, like when they get into a debate situation, it's more natural for them because they're used to performing from a very young age. But mainly they have fun learning music in our program because we really emphasize the community aspect of it. They build really long-lasting relationships because they belong to a larger community. At MacPhail, our Suzuki program is one of the largest in the country, and we have a really rich history here at MacPhail with Suzuki. We have excellent teachers. Because of that, I think we attract really excellent Suzuki teachers. Many of them have master's degrees, performance master's degrees in their instrument. So I think it's a really committed and highly experienced faculty. Even though it's a large program, we emphasize musical excellence, but we also emphasize a really welcoming community for families and for teachers.